Hello students, today we are going to read about petrochemicals. Yesterday we have read about petroleum, how do we obtain it, and the refining of petroleum. Yesterday when we were reading about refining of petroleum, I have already told you that fractional distillation of petroleum gives us so many things. For example, petroleum gas, petrol, kerosene, diesel, fuel oil, lubricating oil, etc. Now we will read about petrochemicals. Now what is petrochemicals? Now many useful substances which are obtained from petroleum and natural gas are called petrochemicals. Now when we talk about this, then you must understand that when we are refining petroleum, we get so many things, and these things are known as petrochemicals. Okay. Now these petrochemicals are used in the manufacturing of synthetic fibers, for example polyester, nylon. They are also used for making synthetic rubber, plastic, perfumes, dyes, drugs, explosives, etc. Now due to this great commercial importance, it is very important commercially, so petroleum is also known as black gold. You must remember one more thing, that in the earlier times when the petrochemicals were not used, all the important chemicals were earlier prepared from the products of coal, but now they are replaced by petroleum products for their use. Now we will read about natural gas. It is also as an important fuel, or you can say it is an ideal fuel. Now natural gas is also a fossil fuel which occurs deep inside the earth between two layers of impervious rocks, either alone or along with oil above the petroleum deposits. Now, natural gas is a mixture of methane, butane and propane. It mainly consists of methane, but a small proportion of butane and propane are also present in it. Now, natural gas burns with a blue smokeless flame without leaving any ash. Its calorific value is very high. In India, natural gas is found in Tripura, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and in Krishna Godavari Delta. Now some uses of natural gas. Natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas. It is cleaner fuel because it produces only carbon dioxide and water and no ash. CNG is also used for power generation. Natural gas is used as a starting material for the manufacture of a number of chemicals and fertilizers. Natural gas is used for manufacturing of carbon black, which is used in rubber industry as a strengthening agent. When we talk about the limitations of fossil fuels, so first of all, it is air pollution. The burning of fossil fuel produces gases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide and smoke. These gaseous products and smoke together cause air pollution. It causes suffocation and may even cause death also. Second thing is sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide produces acid rain. Third is carbon dioxide. It is a greenhouse gas which leads to increase in average temperature of Earth. It leads to melting of polar ice caps also. Soot particles enter our body while breathing and trigger cough, sneezing and respiratory problems also. Second limitation is the limited availability of fossil fuels. Firstly, you must remember that it took millions of years for the conversion of dead organisms into fossil fuels. Secondly, these resources cannot replenish themselves by quick recycling and replacement within a reasonable time. So, if these resources are used at their present rate of consumption, the known reserves of these fossil fuels will last only a few hundred years, causing energy crisis. One more important disadvantage of fossil fuel is that both coal and petroleum are available deep inside the earth. Mining of coal or pumping out of petroleum from the earth creates hollow space in the earth, which may result in collapse, leading to earthquakes also. Now, conservation of fossil fuels. Conservation is the wise and careful use of resources. We need to conserve the fossil fuels, keeping in mind the limited availability of fossil fuels. Now, first of all, we should slow down the use of fossil fuels and use these fuels only when absolutely necessary. We should encourage the use of renewable sources of energy like wind energy, solar energy, and hydro energy to meet our energy needs. We should use devices like solar cooker, solar water heater, and solar water pumps which use renewable sources of energy, that is solar energy. Use tube lights and CFLs instead of bulbs which consume less energy. Use public transport instead of private vehicles as far as possible. Use pressure cookers for cooking. So students, this finishes your chapter, and now we will do the question answers in the next class.